before we start today, just adults, I'm gonna go around the room and ask one question, and it's the same as our lesson today. We could start in the back right and work this way with Sister Juanita. Why are you here?
I am here as a servant to the Most High, to be a blessing unto the Jews and the Gentiles alike, and to let his light shine, drawing others to him.
Brother Gary, why are you here?
Not only do I need it, it's like the only way, man. Like the only way I find some peace.
Brother Matthew, why are you here?
Acknowledge the word, serve the Most High.
Sister Rosalind, why are you here?
To obtain knowledge and to serve the Most High.
Sister Sean, why are you here?
To serve the Most High and to get edification on scriptures and a better understanding.
Brother Dion, why are you here?
I know I'm required. I know my responsibility, know who I am, and we trying to get strengthened up. I'm trying to get strengthened up.
Brother James, why are you here?
Here to get that kingdom afterwards.
Alright, last is me. Why am I here? I'm here because I'm in a contract with the Most High. I don't got no choice but to do this. And, you know, this word gonna be coming out strong today because I realize I have a lot of people in my life that's playing. Not just in my life, but around me that's playing. And I've been sparing a lot of feelings about the Most High's word. You know, sugarcoating to just help people just get through. And for me, I had to come straight on in when I came in, right? Because it means life or death for some of us, because the Most High done gave me everything I ever wanted and needed. He done gave us all everything we ever needed, but he even gave me everything I ever wanted, right? And the devil could have gave me a whole lot more, right? In this wicked world, but I said, nope, I'm gonna do this because we know that this is temporary here. So I get Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 8, because we end up going with our own understanding about the Most High, and we caught up in this flesh, so we be in our feelings sometimes about, you know, how we should bring this word out, what the Most High require, or when people ask us questions about the Most High. Because our people, like the word say, we like to hear smooth things, right? We all do sometimes, right? We might not be ready for it. But are we correcting ourselves as a people when we know it's the Most High's word? Are we able to accept it and separate it being from someone else? You know? Bring that out.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 55 and verse 8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts.
So think of that. Let's not just read this word, oh yeah, that precept, okay. Let's really think on and meditate on what the Most High really saying in this word. Read that part again.
For my thoughts are not your thoughts.
His thoughts are not our thoughts. That's deep, because we really think we know so much, not just outside of the knowledge, but just when we talking to people, right? We so sure that we just know the way of the Most High, that we just know the way to get this or do that. We just so sure. Read that part again.
For my thoughts are not your thoughts.
Completely different. Completely, and this is according to Israel, right? Addressing Israel. His thoughts is just different. What we think we could just walk or be patient with, or I'm gonna get it, or yeah, I got a little bit of time, or yeah, Jesus loves me. Look at the blessings. You know that are people in this world. But if you in here, that means you called. Many be called, but few be chosen. So it's a lot of people that's called. It's more people that's called that's chosen for the kingdom to come. So why am I saying all this? Why are you here is the lesson, because are we really serious about the Most High's business, or are we coming to play with him? His thoughts are not our thoughts. He know if we playing already. He already know if we playing straight up. He know you could run some game on someone in the world, but he already know if you playing. So you just deceiving yourself. That's what the word say too. So let's get into it. Let's go to Matthew chapter 22, verse 14. get that, Brother James. Matthew chapter 22. Just get verse 14.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 22, verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
For many are called, but few are chosen.
Many be called, few be chosen. That's scary right there. That should be scary, right? We should have to fear the Lord. So it's a lot of people that think they serving Jesus and this kingdom. I thought Jesus loved everybody and this kingdom was for everybody, right? So the reason why we serious about the Most High's business, family, is because we know it's not a game, right? And we gonna give some examples today, but just last night I was having a talk with an old friend, and I was just conversing about how when I probably about 2 years coming into the truth, I was just radical with it as far as just posting everything about the truth, right? Thinking, yeah, they like I cracked the code, the world gonna love this, right? And then I had to get some balance about myself because, you know, people gonna think you a little off. What's going on? They in a cult? What's going on with them? But if we was posting R.I.P. Nipsey all day, man, you was a real fan. You was posting Tupac, I love Tupac. You was all day looked upon as a real fan. But when you representing this, oh no, that's too much. But yet, they want this kingdom, right? Everybody going to heaven. Matthew chapter 7. That's why we let the Spirit work when we up here. We write down scriptures, but it's more scriptures that we don't even go through because we need that Holy Spirit to move us through this book, right? So sometimes, you know, brothers say they want the precepts early, but they not knowing that I want that ruach to lead every lesson I'm doing. Every lesson that we doing when we do it. You want to get your foundation when you get the precepts, but you want the ruach to just keep moving. Because it's something that Spirit want to bring out. You don't know what other people be going through, all type of different stuff, and they don't want to share. I don't want to look this way. I'm too ashamed what I've been through my past, whatever it is, right? So we going to let the ruach go. Go to Matthew chapter 7. Let's start at verse, we could start at let's go verse 18. Bring that out, Brother James.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 18.
Uh-huh.
A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit.
Think about that. A good tree can't bring forth evil fruit. So when you looking at your children, right? See, a lot of people, yeah, my son, he's so bad. He in and out of jail. He won't leave them girls alone. He out there selling this. No. How did it get like this? What was you confusing him with or her with? Finish reading.
Neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit.
Mm-hmm. Finish reading.
Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire.
Uh-huh.
Therefore, by their fruits ye shall know them.
You should know them by their fruit. We love to talk about what the nation is doing, like it's ruling this world. Hey, we know the descendants we know the ancestors of these so-called politicians and rulers. I mean, we know them by their fruit. Y'all have always destroyed us here in America. They've always given us things to destroy ourselves, right? Brother, the lesson is, why are you here? And we going straight to you. You gonna answer too. Why are you here? Brother Demetrius, why are you here? That's the question that we ask everybody when we open this up. So we want to know, why are you here? Everyone else did their part.
I'm here because I want to live right and get right with the Most High.
Khan, all praises. So, finish reading.
Wherefore, by their fruits ye shall know them.
Mm-hmm.
Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven.
So think about that. It's some people that be quick to put on some crocodile tears, right? People could cry like that. Man, I'm so sorry. Read that part again. Read that part again of how Christ ain't just letting everybody, because they say, I love you, they not just getting in. Read that.
Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven,
Uh-huh.
but he that hath done the will of my Father which is in heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name?
Mm-hmm.
And in thy name have cast out devils?
Yeah, I laid hands on the sister at church. Oh, the demons came out of her, right? All the stuff our people just say, right? Go ahead, finish reading.
And in thy name done many wonderful works?
Mm-hmm.
And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you.
Brother Lamawai, how do we know the Most High? How do we know the Most High? Can we give precept? How do we know that we know the Most High higher? Because, I know the scriptures. I go to church every Sunday, Easter. And we not saying this to just down talk anybody that be watching this online or any of y'all in here. We just saying, why are you here? You need to understand that. Because we can't save you up here. This is our job right here. So when we read this is not our feelings. This is not our own understanding. It's going to be you and the Most High. That's why we come like this. We got a lot of work to do, especially with you men, and we need men that's not playing about the Most High's business. You know, if you got to take your time, you're going through something, that's okay. But don't come around me playing. Cause I'm so serious about this. Look, I'm so serious about this work. I was the only one in my intermediate and immediate family that was willing to do this. I was coming to this by myself. Oh, y'all ain't in it. Oh well, that's how serious. I'm so serious about this walk. I'm not playing. I'm gonna die doing this. Do y'all hear what I'm saying?
I hear you, come.
So I'm not playing. And I hope y'all not playing either. But if you still dealing with something, so don't take it like, man, Mark feeling funny, Mark, man, I'm just not playing. I'm just not playing. I ain't trying to bother you. Look, okay, you don't want to get in the game. It's cool right now. I got to put up 30 tonight for the Most High. I got to put up 30. My wife, no. Came home for what, like 2 years. It's like you not even here. You just be studying. I found the truth. I got to eat. This the truth. So why are you here? Since we're going to let you take your seat and we're going to ask you the same question. Finish reading, huh?
Matthew chapter 7, verse 23. And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you.
So, do I want the Most High? Do y'all want the Most High to say that to you? And you like, man, I remember me and the crew back in the day. Yeah, that was my partner. They had love for me. Yeah, he always supported me in everything I did. But yeah, that dude always came with the word. No, you need a friend that's worried about your soul. See, y'all got friends that want to go, well, I ain't going to say y'all. Just speaking, yes. We got friends that's easily to just be like, man, it's this person always got my back, always with me. But do that person really care about your soul like that? See, what the Most High say? What did Lamawai bring out earlier that the Most High say, right? What did he say, Lamawai? You could, go ahead.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 2.
No. I want 55 and 8, Isaiah.
Oh, Salakia. Look at Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 8.
Uh-huh.
For my thoughts are not your thoughts.
Again, we be thinking we know something. Go back to what you had.
Will we finish off on Matthew?
Come.
I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that worketh iniquity.
So if we work in iniquity, he like, get up out of here, right? Finish reading.
Therefore, whomsoever heareth these saying of mine and doeth them,
So we got to do what he's saying. Uh-huh.
I will liken him unto a wise man.
So this will make you wise. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do what the Most High is saying. It's going to make me wise. Because why? A lot of deception in the earth today. Why people looking at you like you crazy and a cold or no, just, yeah, everyone has their own religion. Okay. You so smart. Finish reading.
I will liken him unto a wise man, which built his house upon a rock.
You built it, uh-huh.
And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house,
Mm-hmm.
and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine, and doeth them not, shall be likened unto a foolish man, which built his house upon the sand. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it.
So, that strength, what is your strength on? Sister Danielle, we asked everyone in here, right? We want to know, sis, why are you here? We asked everybody in here, including us. So we want to know, why are you here?
I want to hear because I do want to hear the Most High say, "Servant, well done," first and foremost.
Con.
I want to be able to serve Him to the best of my ability for all that He's done for me.
Con. All praises. All praises. The lesson is, why are you here? So we want to ask, we coming in here, we coming, Shalom, brother, Shalom, sister. But see, we want to make sure that y'all get this kingdom. We want to make sure that you strengthened, that we all strengthened up in this, and that you got a support system that can help you through this, right? Because it's real easy to just kind of go off, So that's why we want to really bring this word out today. Finish reading.
And it came to pass, when Yeshua had ended these sayings, the people were astonished at his doctrine.
Man, they was astonished at his doctrine. See, our people, that's Judah, right? Who's the best rappers in the world? But they not even putting two and two together. This Judah right here, this is where the bar started. These parables, they still trying to figure them out. They was like, man, what is he really saying? This is where it started. That's why it's deep in this word. The blessings that Jacob got. Say Jacob was a smooth man. Who's smoother than Jacob in this world? Say Esau was a hunter. Who done hunted this whole earth through war? So this word is true. We know that. While everyone else trying to figure it all out, right? But you in this. Finish reading.
For he taught them as one having authority, and not as the scribes.
So he taught them with great authority. He didn't teach them like the scribes is just, letting you know what it say. He was telling you, no, this is what it is. Lama Why, let's go to 1 Samuel chapter 3 from the top. Let's get examples, because when the Most High call you, you don't want to play with him. It's a lot of people that play with the Most High, and now they just destroyed out of their mind. No get back. And children destroyed too. Bring that out.
Book of 1 Samuel, chapter 3 and verse 1. And the child Samuel ministered unto the Lord before Eli. And the word of the Lord was precious in those days. And there was no open vision. And it came to pass at that time, when Eli was laid down in his place, and his eyes began to wax dim, that he could not see. And ere the lamp of God went out in the temple of the Lord, where the ark of God was, and Samuel was laid down to sleep, that the Lord called Samuel, and he answered, Here am I. And he ran unto Eli, and said, Here am I, for thou callest me. And he said, I called not. Lie down again. And he went and lay down. And the Lord called yet again Samuel. And Samuel arose and went to Eli, and said, Here am I, for thou didst call me. And he answered, I called not, my son. Lie down again. Now Samuel did not yet know the Lord, neither was the word of the Lord yet revealed unto him. And the Lord called Samuel again the third time. And he arose and went to Eli, and said, Here am I, for thou didst call me. And Eli perceived that the Lord had called the child. Verse 9. Therefore Eli said to Samuel, Go, lie down, and it shall be, if he call thee, that thou shalt say, Speak, Lord, for thy servant heareth. So Samuel went and lay down in this place. And the Lord came and stood and called as at other times, Samuel, Samuel. Then Samuel answered, Speak, for thy servant heareth. And the Lord said to Samuel, Behold, I will do a thing in Israel, at which both the ears of everyone that heareth it shall tingle. In that day I will perform against Eli all things which I have spoken concerning his house. When I begin, I will also make an end. For I have told him that I will judge his house forever for the iniquity which he knoweth, because his sons made themselves vile, and he restrained them not.
Right there. So the Most High is saying, look, let him know I'm gonna destroy his house because he's just not judging his children aright. So in this world, man, everywhere you go in this world, you can't judge. Well, I don't like to judge nobody. That's how you know we not reading, right? That's how you know we not reading in this world. We not really reading this book. Why? Hold that, King. Get John 5, chapter 15, but don't get it yet. What's that one I just want to get? Go John 7:24. Go John 7:24 and get and then get Ezekiel chapter 20. Bring that out.
The book of John, chapter 7 and verse 24. Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment.
So there's a righteous judgment that we supposed to judge, right? In a righteous way, right? We supposed to judge a situation. Brother Jane, get 1 Corinthians chapter 2. Get what you had, Ezekiel 20 from the top.
The book of Ezekiel,
Verse 4.
chapter 20 and verse 4. Wilt thou judge them, son of man? Wilt thou judge them? Cause them to know the abomination of their fathers.
So we supposed to tell our people the abominations of our fathers so they don't keep repeating themselves. Because our people keep doing the same thing over and over. That's why, by a show of hand, who can say, has anyone looked at so-called black people, brown people, descendants of the diaspora? Have y'all ever looked at our people before this too and said, what's wrong with our people? Did anyone ever had that thought process?
I just did it yesterday.
Like, what's going on with what's wrong with us? Like, we real talented. We see we being used in every sport, entertainment. We still here through all the destruction, right? So when you get this, it's like, it should be like, but a lot of our people know that this required change. And a lot of people, it was hard for them to change. Some people still going through it. They didn't want to change, right? But they know, I got to do it. I got to get my reward. You ain't like going to school every day in this world, but you knew you had to pass that class. Right? Was that all in 4? Get verse 14 in here, 2 and 14. Con. Chapter 2, verse 14. Con.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 2, and verse 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High.
So the natural man that just want to do this, the natural man that's out here, they don't really receive the Spirit of the Most High, right? Everybody say they got the Holy Spirit. Everybody got the Ruach. But you got to be speaking by this. Most High not using your words, and you've been in Babylon your whole life to correct his people. Finish reading.
For they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned.
They can't get this because the Spirit can't work with them, because they like, I'm just gonna get it my own way. You can't get it your own way. I don't care how much money you got. That's gonna just get wiped out, and you gonna be in the back to the ground where you return. Now your soul, you didn't do nothing for your soul. Finish reading.
For he that is spiritual judgeth all things.
So if you spiritual, you judge it all things. You gonna look at something like, nah, this ain't cool right here. This ain't, nah. Yeah, I messed up on that. Yeah. You gonna judge all things, but a natural man just trying to get over. He just wanna lean to his own understanding. He not looking at how he can be better in the eyes of the Most High, right? Or how a sister can be better in the eyes of the Most High. Yeah, I messed up. I gotta do right by my children, by my husband, I gotta do right. Finish reading.
Yet he himself judged of no man.
Yeah, ain't no man gonna judge you according to what? What's the judgment that we would deal with in Israel? What's the judgment that this world has forgotten that the Israelites would do for you breaking the law? What was the judgment? Anyone? Sister Juanita?
Yes.
Khan, you would die for what? What's some of the sins? Let's get some precepts. What's some of the sins you would get? Let's get Lamawad, Leviticus 20 and 13. Since we in the month, since we in the Pride month, they lucky them garments ain't here. We gonna get down to that parade. I don't know if they had it yet. We gonna go do some street preaching. Bring that out.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 20 and verse 13.
Uh-huh.
If a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death.
So this is what will happen until you got the grace of Christ's blood, so they can repent from them abominations. Because it's something that's out there. We gotta go wake up, not to give them righteous judgment, to let them know it's a judgment for that. And no, don't let the pastor that's letting you beat on the drums saying it's okay, and you walking down, oh no, it's a judgment. You don't want to do that, bro. Clean yourself up. That's an inordinate affection, as the words say, right? Clean yourself up. Get that, get John chapter 15. Let's start at verse 14. You know, why are we here? You know, we here. We know a little bit why we here, but we gonna also get into, well, did you know you got a job to do? You thought you was gonna be selfish like you being in Babylon. You thought you just show up and clean yourself up. No, you got other people to go get. That's why we not playing. We know it's other people we gotta go get. It ain't just, well, I'm good, you know, I'm saved, praise the Lord. No, it's other people you got to go get. You got to get your talents. You got to get your talents up, like the word say. Finish reading.
It's the book of John, chapter 15 and verse 14.
Con.
Ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth. But I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you.
You hear that? Read that part again.
Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you.
Didn't the Most High have all the prophecies? All the prophecies before they happened. Israel's destruction, Deuteronomy 28. The whole the whole book of Daniel was when he prophesied of the Greeks and the Romans. That was before the Greeks even came. So they know that this book is real. The Roman Empire know they the last beast, the last kingdom to rule the world. They know this. Hence, Great Reset. Hence, more programming. Hence, AI and artificial this, artificial that. Man, that's why we not playing. I ain't gonna keep shouting like no pastor, but that's why we not playing up here. You got young children that gotta be prepared, man. Y'all don't hear me. Finish reading.
And ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit.
Oh, you should go get your fruit. Go get yours for the Most High, right? Finish reading.
And that your fruit should remain. That whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you.
Con. Lama wide. Mark chapter 4 from the top.
Book of Mark, chapter 4 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
And he began again to teach by the seaside, and there was gathered unto him a great multitude, so that he entered into a ship and sat in the sea, and the whole multitude was by the sea on the land. And he taught them many things by parables, and said unto them in his doctrine, Hearken, behold, there went out a sower to sow. And it came to pass, as he sowed, some fell by the wayside, and the fowls of the air came and devoured it up. And some fell upon stony ground, where it had not much earth. But immediately it sprang up, because it had no depth of earth.
Uh-huh.
But when the sun was up, it was scorched, and because it had no root, it withered away. And some fell among thorns.
Hold on. Let's go back. Read that part again.
Verse 6. But when the sun was up, it was scorched, and because it had no root.
So you gotta have your root in this. This is why we just constantly bringing this to y'all to under. It's not that we just reading it. Well, the word says, no. Get your understanding, wisdom, so to do what the Most High says, so the Rawat could deal with you. Because you gotta have your roots strong. Let you go out there and run into that tree, you gonna break your shoulder. Cause them roots is strong. You gotta be strengthened up so you don't get withered away. A lot of people come, man, this is good. They in it for a year, 2, 3, whatever, week. Puffed up, going after non-believers, Christian church. They didn't got their doctrine right. The Muslims, they go against everybody in the world, right? And then they put Christ to open shame. And now they back out there, and it's like, yeah, I don't want no parts of that, what they was dealing with. You seem even more confused. You getting high again, and then you're wearing fringes, and you trying to tell me I'm living wrong? What? You look like you came out more confused. Putting Christ to an open shame, like Hebrews chapter 6 say. Let me go out there and be doing something behind my white back, just go and do some chaos, right? They gonna be like, I ain't watching that FICM. Them brothers need to judge that, brother. So to whom much is given, what, Lama Wad?
Much is required.
Con. That's why we ain't got time to play. Finish reading.
Verse 7. And some fell among thorns,
Uh-huh.
and the thorns grew up and choked it, and it yielded no fruit. And other fell on good ground, and did yield fruit that sprang up and increased, and brought forth some 30, some 60,
So you ain't got more fruit, right? You ain't got more people to the Most High. Uh-huh.
and some 100.
Uh-huh.
And he said unto them, He that hath ears to hear, let him hear.
Are you hearing these bars? I hope y'all hearing these bars. Finish reading.
Verse 10. And when he was alone, they that were about with him, the 12, asked of him the parable. And he said unto them, Unto you it is given to know the mystery of the kingdom of God.
Oh, uh-huh.
But unto them that are without, all these things are done in parables, that seeing they may see and not perceive, in hearing they may hear and not understand, lest at any time they should be converted and their sins should be forgiven them.
Con. Finish reading.
Verse 13. And he said unto them, Know ye not this parable? And how then will ye know all parables? The sower soweth the word, and these are they by the wayside, where the word is sown, but when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately and taketh away the word that was sown in their hearts.
A lot of times you be like, they like, man, that sound deep. I'm on it. And then Satan just comes. Nah, go get your butt back over here. What you doing? Nah, remember, I know your secrets. The Most High ain't forgiving you for that. But the Most High will, right? All sin can be forgiven except what? Just don't be blaspheming the Holy Spirit like the word say. So yeah, you was doing wrong. But the Most High know you was born in this wicked world, in that you was programmed. It's a lot of traps for you. It's a lot of traps for you, especially if you Israel, right? We always talk about the traps, but we gotta talk about the traps. I mean, you even praising the trap music. You know. Finish reading.
Verse 16. And these are they likewise, which are sown on stony ground, who, when they have heard the word, immediately receive it with gladness, and have no root in themselves.
Oh man, that sound hard with the Israelites.
And so endure, but for a time.
Oh, you was here for a little bit.
Afterward, when affliction or persecution ariseth for the word's sake, immediately they are offended.
Oh man, what you trying to say?
And these are they which are sown among thorns, as such as heard the word, and the cares of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches,
I gotta get this money.
and the lust of other things entering in,
She's calling me.
choke the word, and it becometh unfruitful.
Oh, now you can't do what the Most High wants you to do. So now, right? You go back a little bit. The Most High got big plans for you. Like, nah, I gotta go do this real quick. I'm gonna get back, bro. I'm gonna get back. Shalom. I'm gonna get back to the work. See, people think. Go get brother. Get Isaiah chapter 55 verse 8. We getting that again because we really think the Most High just love us so much. I could do whatever I want, and I got all the time, and I'm gonna get this right, and then I'm gonna come to the Most High. No, the longer you wait, the more you get jacked up. The more you get right to the finish line, and he push you all the way back. You like, well, yeah, you thought it'd get easier coming to the Most High, as far as you not putting down what you dealing with. No, it's gonna keep getting pushed back. So now it's a harder decision each time. Now it's a harder decision each time. You think you gonna play with the Most High like he's somebody in this world? You think he don't know what you up to? I'm gonna get it all the way right, and he get you right there. You right? Oh, then next week I'm coming. I'm gonna get right. I'm gonna get baptized again. Dang, why this keep happening? Why this keep happening to me? Finish reading.
Verse 20. And these are they which are sown on good ground, such as hear the word and receive it, and bring forth fruit, some 30-fold, some 60, and some 100. And he said unto them, is a candle brought to be put under a bushel?
Hold on, are you supposed to hide your light?
Or under a bed, and not to be set on a candlestick? For there is nothing hid which shall not be manifested, neither was anything kept secret, but that it should come abroad. If any man have ears to hear, let him hear. And he said unto them, take heed what ye hear. With what measure ye meet, it shall be measured to you, and unto you that hear shall more be given. For he that hath, to him shall be given, and he that hath not, for him, from him shall be taken even that which he has.
So, falling off. He gave you so much to deal with. He gave you skills. I mean, who could talk to the girls like you? Who could make people do with them skills that you possess? Is you gonna use them for evil or good? He gave you some skills. Man, you sharp. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that smile. You charming. Look at her, man. Sister's fine, right? Is she using it in a modest way? Or is she gonna use it in a harlot way? You know? So the Most High give us skills that he made us a special people, but what we gonna use it for? Because your life ain't that long, man. I know a lot of us in here, of course, got the children, but the adults, right? I know it seemed like just yesterday you was a kid playing at the park, or it just felt like yesterday. So it go away, it go quick. This ain't even real. This ain't real. Your soul is forever. That's eternity. So we're not here to just scare you. We just here to just, why are you here? Yeah, we just gonna get it. Yeah, go ahead. We go there now. Start that at let's go 31. Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 31. Let's start at 30. Ezekiel 33 and verse 30.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 33, verse 30. Also, thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses, and speak one to another, every one to his brother, saying, Come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh forth from the Lord.
So this is what they're doing during the time of Ezekiel. You're like, man, let's hear what the Lord's saying. Because every time the prophets would get word of the Lord, they was like, remember, well, everybody in here probably over 30. You done seen Friday? What'd he say? When he was scared with Big Worm came. So they was like that when the Most High, when that word of the Lord come, he be like, man, what'd he say? Finish reading.
Verse 31. And they came unto thee as the people coming. And they sit before thee as my people.
So they come like, yeah, we all in with him.
And they hear thy words, but they will not do them.
They won't do the Most High's word.
For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness.
They heart be like, nah, I gotta go do what I was doing.
And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that hath a pleasant voice.
Oh, so they come like, man, the brothers was bringing that word out today. Then as soon as they go to sleep the next day, they back to what they was dealing with. They not trying to fight up against it. We got to make sure that we killing that flesh. Because remember, when you do it, it's going to start getting easier and easier. You in the flesh, so some stuff might pop back up. But it's going to get easier once you start doing the commandments. Once you start doing them, you're like, man, it's a layup. I see you. I see that. I see what's coming. It's going to get easier and easier. It's only getting harder when you're not doing the commandments. In the church, in a lot of church, they're not teaching no commandments. So how are they going to get this stuff up off of them? If they think, how a demon going to go to LG whatever parade on a Saturday and go to church on Sunday? You ain't getting no sin up off of you. Finish reading.
And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that hath a pleasant voice, and can play well on an instrument. For they hear thy words, but they do them not. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them.
Dang, they bringing that word out. The prophets had said that this was going to happen to Jerusalem. Didn't it happen? Didn't you lose your heritage? Weren't you sent to a nation you knew not? Aren't you speaking a new language? Aren't your children destroyed? Don't your people hate each other? Right? Aren't you scattered worldwide? Aren't you loving the nation's prosperity? It sounds like the Bible's still undefeated. We on 7. Each kingdom that ruled the world, didn't it happen? Don't our people don't want this word in the last days, like he said? And he said it's gonna be a remnant. Then he said they trying to destroy all flesh. And if he don't cut their time short, there'll be no flesh left. Georgia Guidestones, aren't they trying to get world population to 500 million? Aren't our people loving their programming? Not saying who owns this corporation under Satan's authority, USA. Our people, it's way bigger than just the streets. We program. So you got to renew your mind. Why are you here? You got to renew your mind. Like Romans chapter 12, you got to renew your mind. You got to get a new playbook about yourself. That old playbook's not working no more. Where are we at? Get Ezekiel chapter, you finished that. Get Ezekiel chapter 12 from the top. But first, get Ephesians chapter 1, verse 4. gotta get a new playbook. And you can do it. Like, you gonna get more serving the Most High than what you gonna get in the world. That everything you get in the world just temporary. Think about the people that just get destroyed trying to chase what's in the world so much. You can still have fun, live your life. You gon' look better. You gonna start getting that Bruce Leroy glow. You gonna start looking good. You gonna start doing dietary law. You're not gonna have them stomach aches from all the pork. You ain't gonna have all them bad dreams because you're not doing evil and wicked. You gonna be, I feel good, ain't mine? You in that coat? Why are you hating? Because I'm shining.
Come.
Because they say the darkness hate the light. You know when you in the morning and you just, that light, or when the light come in the morning, you like, they don't like that light. They don't like that light. Darkness don't like the light. Bring that out.
Book of Ephesians, chapter 1 and verse 4.
According as he hath chosen us in him before the foundation of the world.
There it go again. You've been chosen from the foundation of the world. You've been chosen. You was born into this. This ain't something that you did where like you special cause whatever it is. You not none of us is here because of something we did. No, you here at the proper time, the proper date. He done woke you up right before the program, and look, you probably would have took that juice if he didn't wake us up in time during the whole 2020 campaign. But you had family and people. No, you ain't supposed to do that. He used you to tell some people, no, don't do that, even when you probably wasn't even all the way right. So when you follow the Most High, this is why people just think it's just, so I'm just supposed to do that and be a good boy. No, you need protection. This all the protection you need. You win some, you lose some, right? You get this protection, then you not gonna fall for the traps like that. And that's why you want to do this. You want to do this, family. Read that.
Ezekiel 12.
Come.
We go into the book of Ezekiel, chapter 12, verse 1. The word of the Lord also came unto me, saying, Son of man, thou dwellest in the midst of a rebellious house.
Ooh, you dwelling amongst those Israelites, the rebellious people.
Which have eyes to see and see not. They have ears to hear and hear not. For they are a rebellious house. Therefore, thou son of man, prepare thee stuff for removing.
He say, son of man, you amongst this rebellious people that's not seeing and not hearing. Think about how rebellious our people is even at this time when you're in the Holy Land. You know who you are. You haven't been brainwashed by America. You haven't been brainwashed by Rome, I should say. And we still was a rebellious people. So what you think you gonna tell somebody that don't want to serve the Most High in this country? Some people just don't want it. Right? Finish reading.
And remove by day in their sight. And thou shalt remove from thy place to another place in their sight. It may be they will consider, and maybe they will consider that they are a rebellious house.
So maybe they'll go consider their ways.
Then shalt they bring forth thy stuff by day in their sight, as stuff for removing.
Prepare yourself to remove from among them.
And thou shalt go forth at eve in their sight, as they that go forth into captivity. Dig thou through the wall in their sight, and carry out thereby.
So, does anyone know, what does he mean, dig through the wall? Does anyone know what was going on here? Well, when you read the book of Ezekiel, the Most High was giving him visions, right? And was taking him through. He's like, go through that wall. You're going to see abominations. He was in the spirit, and he was seeing different parts of Jerusalem. He was taking him up, showing him the heavens, and was like, go over there. Go through this door, and you see that. Go through this door, you see that. He was showing him what the people was doing in Jerusalem. Like they was doing sun worship. Like we was bringing out that time. They was doing sun worship, worshiping the sun, just like they doing all in the Catholic Church and stuff like that, right? Finish reading.
In their sight shall thou bear it upon thy shoulders,
Mm-hmm.
and carry it forth in the twilight. Thou shalt cover thy face, that thou see not the ground.
Jump it over to verse 22.
Ezekiel 12:22.
Uh-huh.
Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel?
What is this thing that they saying in the land of Israel? You heard what they saying about me, Ezekiel? Uh-huh.
Saying the days are prolonged, and every vision faileth.
All that stuff that they, man, look, that Bible being here. That Bible, yeah, we got time. You think it's gonna happen in our lifetime? Finish reading.
Tell them therefore, thus saith the Lord Most High, I will make these proverbs to cease.
They're not going to say this no more. That this is taking too long. The same thing happened back then. They didn't think captivity was coming. Same thing today. Not knowing, our people think, is it going to happen in our lifetime? You ain't going to be here for another 2,000 years. You need to get right before you get called home anyway. What you worried about it for? What you worried about it for? Finish reading.
And they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision. For there shall be no more any vain vision, nor flattering division within the house of Israel.
No more divination in the house of Israel.
For I am the Lord, I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall be no more prolonged, for in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word, and will perform it, saith the Lord Most High. Again, the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come.
That's what they saying today too. Man, it ain't gonna happen during our time. Man, you tripping. We gotta get to it. And they don't you see the world been different since 2020? Inflation up. Oh, they told you had a raise. They gave you a $1.20 raise and raised your rent double. I got a raise coming. No, you don't. No, you don't. They playing with you. Yeah, EDD, man. Double up on the gas. You can't play with these hunters. He say that they are the serpent seed. He say that they are a cunning hunter. Esau is a cunning hunter. You think you gonna get over on them? Yeah, I'm working the system, man. I got a check coming here, got a check coming there. Yup, woo woo. Yeah, this my hood. Nope, gentrification. Matter of fact, now that Esau and the Nations is done with the east side of y'all's on the west side, time to buy your hood up on the west side, move to the east side. Esau, come back, buy this stuff for cheap. Okay, did enough of them die? Enough of them in jail? Okay, plan C. You can't. You gotta get wisdom of the Most High, man. Our people need this wisdom of the Most High. They need it. They just gonna keep falling for the traps. That's why I say, if you do this, you liken unto a wise man. You not wise if you not doing this. Get that. Get Ecclesiasticus. Let's get 1922. So that's the one I want. Con. Bring that out.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 19 and verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom.
It's not wisdom. Because you think you winning for a little bit.
Neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence.
I'm finna go get some real game for my big homie. And he done destroyed all your little homies. right? Another story. Let's go to let's get Isaiah chapter 65, and if you could get Revelation 21:8. But let's get Isaiah 65 in verse. Bring that out. Matter of fact, let me see. Let's start at verse. Let's get verse 12.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 65 and verse 12.
Uh-huh.
Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer.
Mm-hmm.
When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, thus saith the Most High Power, Behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed.
A lot of people not gonna sit down at that great feast. Remember, it talked about many shall sit down with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's why things were written for our learning. The Last Supper. Oh, you didn't know you was gonna have a big meal when the kingdom come? You was gonna be sitting at a big old table? The last meal. You didn't know that the feast days, you got a big feast, you gonna be sitting with the elders in Israel when that kingdom come? Everything that the word that was going on then, all that's coming back. That's why they started. It's just a deeper understanding. Like the feast days, you think, yeah, it's just a day to come and just cook and eat. Oh, this is on earth as it is in heaven. Where we at with it? Let's get let's get that Revelations 21 in verse 8.
The book of Revelation, chapter 21, verse 8.
Mm-hmm. Bring that out.
But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death.
So we don't want to be going against what the Most High, against the Most High's will, right? Go to, let's get Matthew chapter 25, Roma Y. Let's get Ecclesiastes 23, verse 7.
Going to the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 23. Picking up at verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
Hear, O ye children, the discipline of the mouth. He that keepeth it shall never be taken in his lips. The sinner shall be left in his foolishness.
Mm-hmm.
Both the evil speaker and the proud shall fall thereby. Accustom not thy mouth to swearing.
So like you're jumping over to verse. Go ahead, you can finish up.
Verse 9. Accustom not thy mouth to swearing, neither use thyself to the naming of the Holy One. For as a servant that is continually beaten shall not be without a blue mark.
Mm-hmm.
So he that sweareth and nameth God continually
On God. That's the new slang, right? Finish reading.
shall not be faultless.
Mm-hmm.
A man that useth much swearing shall be filled with iniquity.
You know, when you keep the commandments and you start, change, it's like something about you, the way you used to cuss, you kind of like, it just, just feel a little dirty. It's not that you not even trying to just be. So you feel like, man, I feel weird when I use that word now. I kind of feel a little. You sleep like, I feel a little dirty.
People use it around you too.
Yeah, people use it around you like, well, yeah, sure, yeah. You like, okay, it be like, yeah, da da da. You be like, dang, ooh, it's like they just throwing darts, but you don't really see. But before that, you ain't really feel that way, right? You was engaging, but you know where they at, so you just walking with wisdom. You know where they at, cause you was probably there, right? In the dream.
A man that useth much swearing shall be filled with iniquity,
Mm-hmm.
and the plague shall never depart from his house.
Mm-hmm.
If he shall offend, his sin shall be upon him. And if he acknowledge not his sin, he maketh a double offense. And if he swear in vain, he shall not be innocent, but his house shall be full of calamities. There is a word that is clothed about with death.
Mm-hmm.
God grant that it be not found in the heritage of Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
For all such things shall be far from the godly, and they shall not wallow in their sins.
Mm-hmm.
Use not thy mouth to intemperate swearing, for therein is the word of sin. Remember thy father and thy mother when thou sittest amongst great men. Be not forgetful before them, and so thou by thy custom become a fool, and wish that thou hadst not been born, and curse the day of thy nativity. The man that is accustomed to opprobrious words
So it's like he used to scornful words, right? Uh-huh.
will never be reformed all the days of his life.
He used to it. It's like, man, my mom been telling me, y'all, you need help, boy. Woo, woo. You like, I've been hearing that my whole life. I'm not changing for nothing. Uh-huh.
Two sorts of men multiply sin,
Mm-hmm.
and the third will bring wrath. A hot mind is a burning fire. It will never be quenched till it be consumed.
Mm.
A fornicator in the body of his flesh will never cease till he hath kindled a fire.
Mm-hmm.
All bread is sweet to a whoremonger. He will not leave off till he die.
Mm-hmm.
A man that breaketh wedlock, saying thus in his heart, who seeth me? I am compassed about with darkness.
Don't nobody see what I got going on right now. Uh-huh.
The walls cover me, and nobody seeth me.
Yeah, I was dealing with this woman last night. Finish reading?
What need I to fear? The Most High will not remember my sins.
Nah, he not gonna remember what I'm doing. I'm just gonna say sorry. I'm gonna get it right. Uh-huh.
Verse 19. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men,
Mm-hmm.
and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men,
Mm-hmm.
and considering the most secret parts.
Your most secret parts. Uh-huh.
He knew all things ere, Slakia, he knew all things ere ever they were created.
Mm-hmm.
So also after they were perfected, he looked upon them all.
Most High sees all, family. Finish reading.
Verse 21. This man shall be punished in the streets of the city,
Mm-hmm.
and where he suspected not, he shall be taken.
Yeah, they say that what they call that, family. What that sound? Getting caught slipping. Finish reading.
Verse 22. Thus shall it go also with the wife that leaveth her husband, and bringeth in an heir by another.
What they say? Mama's baby, daddy's maybe. Finish reading.
For first, she hath disobeyed the law of the Most High, and secondly, she hath trespassed against her own husband.
Mm-hmm.
And thirdly, she hath played the whore in adultery, and brought children by another man.
She's so out of line. But these are the things that go on, right? So we asked the question, why are you here? They gotta start asking this, not even just in our congregation, but other places, why you playing with the Most High? You think you just gonna come and put some money in a collection plate to keep the person that's whatever your leader is called in your congregation to keep telling you smooth things? he not doing right by you. Cause he don't care if you go to hell. That's a wicked person right there. And you could be spending your whole life like, man, this person always just smile at me, greet me. But he ain't telling you don't want to be doing that. Look, this is what's gonna happen. You know, we got a job to do, right, family? Get 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 10. Get 2nd Edges chapter 7. Let's get that precept. Just 4 verse 10.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 4, and verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
We are fools for Christ's sake, but ye are wise in Christ.
So we fools in Christ's sake because you gotta be like all in with him, right? You like, you know what? I'm just gonna do that. And other people look at it like, you silly, you doing that? You letting a book judge? You letting a book lead your life? Well, you letting Rome's programming rule your life? You letting them tell you what's good and what's evil? Uh-huh.
But ye are wise in Christ.
Mm-hmm.
We are weak, but ye are strong.
Mm-hmm. So we strong in this. So we wise. We're not. They talk so much mess about those Hebrew Israelites, and now it's like the Most High just be working. Just yesterday, a brother that ran into and he got his son the juice. He got his whole house the juice. But before, when it first came into the truth, oh, them brothers that be on the corner, you believe in that stuff, woo woo. And then you done got your son, your whole house the juice. So you believe in them more than you believe in this. Not wise. That's why he keeps saying you wise if you on this. If you on this, you wise, right? Go to get Matthew chapter 6, verse 33.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 6 and 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and his righteousness.
See, you got to seek this first. A lot of people got it backwards. They want to seek the world first, and then I'm going to seek the kingdom second. But if you just seek this first, that other stuff going to come easy to you. In fact, you going to put more care on the Most High stuff than that other stuff. It's gonna be a layup. But we try to like, all right, I'm gonna try to balance it out. Didn't it say that he knows all your ways of men? He know when you trying to get over on him. You trying to get in a bad deal with the Most High, right? You trying to get a bad deal with the high value man, the Most High. You trying to get a bad deal. Finish reading.
And all these things shall be added unto you.
Mm-hmm.
Take therefore no thoughts for the sorrow.
For tomorrow.
For morrow.
Mm-hmm.
For the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself.
Mm-hmm.
Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof.
Mm-hmm. So tomorrow got enough evil days in itself. Just worry about, today. Get it right today, right? Get let's get 2nd Ezra chapter 7. Go ahead. We're about to wrap it up soon, family. Nah. Let's start at Let's start at 15.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 7 and verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
Now therefore, why disquietest thou thyself, seeing thou art but a corruptible man? And why art thou moved, whereas thou art but mortal.
Esdras, why are you worried about these things, about this judgment, and you worried about the Israelites? You so worried about, see, Esdras was so worried about his people. He was so worried about the righteous, and what happened? Well, what happens to the righteous? Well, what happens to the wicked? Well, what happens to this? What happens to that? Right? So the angel was letting him know these things.
Why hast thou not considered in thy mind this thing that is to come, rather than that which is present?
Do you even know what's to come? You worried about all this stuff right now.
Then answered I and said, O Lord, that bears rule, thou hast ordained in thy law that the righteous should inherit these things, but that the ungodly should perish. Nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things, and hope for why? For they that have done wickedly have suffered the straight things, and yet shall not see the why. And he said unto me, there is no judge above God, and none that have understanding above the highest. For there be many that perish in this life.
Hold on. Read verse 20 again.
For there be many that perish in this life, because they despise the law of God that is set before them. For God hath given straight commandments.
He gave them straight commandments. He gave them the law, and the people said, no, I don't want that Hebrew Israelite, that Jesus, that Christian stuff. They don't want nothing to do with it. And he said, I give you good doctrine. That's what the Bible say. He give you good doctrine. This stuff is good for you. Teach your children this. Teach yourself this. He got a dietary law. All these things. But people despise this law. They say no.
For God hath given them straight commandment to such as came, what they should do to live. Even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment. Nevertheless, they were not obedient unto him, but spake against him, and imagined vain things, and deceived themselves.
And did what?
And deceived
They
themselves.
only deceiving themselves.
By their wicked deeds. And said of the Most High, that he is not.
Man, God ain't real. That's what they say, right?
And knew not his ways.
They didn't know his ways. What he say earlier? What was you bringing out? We done with that. But what was you saying earlier? Isaiah 55:8. His thoughts not our thoughts. His ways not our ways. So they don't know the Most High. When you really get your understanding up, you can really tell. Yeah, they don't know. We didn't know, right? And that's why we be so serious about trying to tell people, look, man. Look, if only you knew. If you knew better, you'd do better. Go to last one. Let's get 1 Peter chapter 4. If you knew better, you'd do better. And y'all know better, because why? What's the beginning of wisdom, family?
Fear God.
Con. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. That's the first step. Some people don't got no fear, nothing. That's why they able to. They out here lawless, murder, destruction. They just know they think ain't a judgment. They think ain't nothing coming because they not wise. Let's start at verse. Let's get 4 and 12. 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 12.
The book of 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial.
The fiery trial.
The fiery trial which is to try you.
So this is a fiery trial which is to try you, right?
As though some strange things happened unto you. But rejoice, inasmuch as ye are partakers of Christ's suffering, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. If ye be reproached for the name of Christ, happy are ye, for the Spirit of glory and of the Most High resteth upon you. on their part, he is evil spoken of, but on your part, he is glorified. But let none of you suffer as a murderer, or as a thief, or as an evildoer, or as a busybody in other men's matters.
Mm-hmm.
Yet if any man suffer as a Christian, let him not be ashamed, but let him glorify the Most High on his behalf.
Mm-hmm.
For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High.
Does anyone know what the house of God is? If it's saying judgment must begin at the house of God. It's Israel, right? Let's get the precept. Let's go Hosea chapter 8 in verse 1. But hold what you got. We're going to finish that out. Lamawai, get Hosea 8 and 1, please. You know, because everything is to the Jew first. It's to the Israelites first. The judgment and the kingdom to come. So they say it don't matter who Israel is, but wait. If these people been messed up in this world first, don't you think it's an even score for them to get a kingdom prepared for them? You know, no one wants to read the Bible. They keep thinking, we go back to again, Isaiah 55 and 8. His thoughts are not our thoughts, his ways not our ways. It say the Most High loves righteous judgment. It's a righteous thing for you to be destroyed and mentally brainwashed in this world to give you something better to come. It only makes sense. Bring that out.
The book of Hosea, chapter 8 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Set the trumpet to thy mouth.
Mm-hmm.
He shall come as an eagle against the house of the Lord.
Uh-huh. That eagle, the Roman Empire came like that, right? What's the emblem that represents them? The eagle. The eagle has landed. The eagle. It's all about the eagle. The eagle on your dollar bill. The eagle on the IRS building. The eagle in old Petra, Jordan. Uh-huh.
Because they have transgressed my covenant.
Didn't we transgress his covenant, the ancestors? Now go back to what you had. Finish that out in 1 Peter.
Starting off 1 Peter 4 and 7.
17.
I'm sorry. 4. This will be 1 Peter 4 and 17.
Uh-huh.
For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High?
Uh-huh.
And if the righteous scarcely be saved.
So if the righteous shall barely make it in, barely get in, it's saying if the righteous gonna barely get in,
where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?
what do you think's gonna happen to them? Finish reading.
Wherefore let them that suffer according to the will of God commit the keeping of their souls to him in well-doing,
Mm-hmm.
as unto a colorful creature.
What version you got?
Huh? 19?
Faithful. You said-
Oh, faithful.
This
Like
this
it.
ain't, I thought you had that NIV. All right. Praise the Most High.